Oh, man. Hey, y'all. What's good? Nobody's here yet. Just pulling up out of here. Head on down this road right quick. But I'm here for y'all. Like always, it's Friday. He better watch his mouth. Let me say what I gotta say. Let me say Jay Morrison a trip, man. Let me say what I gotta say about his ass. I didn't know. I did not know that he was this damn arrogant. Is is dude the arrogance, the nerve of you niggas. Shout out to C Boogie. I might steal that one for a second. The nerve of you niggas. Really? Really? You gon' let me get this. That nigga talking about he finna lead the revolution. You know I got to go in on his ass a little bit now. I got to. Let me explain first. I know I'm gonna have a lot of people in the comment section that's gonna be see there. A lot of them Yvette Carnell and Tone Talks people going, see, I told you. See, let me explain something, guys. For those of you that have not been following me for a while, and those of you that have just subscribed to my channel, let me explain something to you guys, okay? You're right, he ain't been challenged, but his ass about to get challenged right now. Let me explain something. This because that was some dumb shit he did. Okay, so Jay Morrison has been talking about he did the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, right? And y'all know me, I was rocking with it because my thing is the brothers talking about action. I have no problem with it. I condone it. The videos defending it. I was against him when he stood outside of Houston's a while ago. Him and T.I. Let's go back. Him and T.I. was standing their ass outside of Houston's talking about no justice, no peace. And then they put the mic in his face, his ass talking about I'm young Malcolm, and I got upset. Don't you disrespect Malcolm like that, bro. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. You do your little begging to the white man to take your dollar all you want to, but don't you put that on Malcolm. Malcolm would never have stood in front of anybody's restaurant or anything talking about some no justice, no peace. That might be Al. That might even be Martin Luther the King, but Malcolm X don't do that. Don't put that on Malcolm. Malcolm wasn't like that. Malcolm wasn't finna sit outside no white restaurant talking about no justice, no peace, mad because they wouldn't seat him. And really, if you watch that damn video, it was his wife, or at the time it was his fiance, and that girl that worked there, two black women going at it, doing what sisters do when they got attitudes at each other. Going off, getting smart, and he started talking about, do you understand English, and talking crazy to them folks, and they had the right to make his ass leave. I ain't seen nothing wrong with it. Be honest with you. I'm like, you should have left, man. Shit, they was just giving you, that black girl was just being a bitch that worked there. I'm just being straight up. That shit ain't had nothing to do with racism. You made this shit about race when it didn't have to be, which really cheapens our movement. And that's where I'm going with this shit, man. He cheapens the movement with this bullshit he be saying, man. What the fuck? Like, this nigga talking about, first of all, let me explain something to you guys. I'm so sick of these niggas that's talking about the status of our American citizenship. I don't want to hear that shit, man. I don't want to hear it. Get the hell out of my face with that bullshit talking about, man, you got to understand, man, we need to go before the UN. We need to establish ourselves as we nationality, and we're this and we're that. And the 14th or 13th Amendment doesn't lay, we're still slaves. Man, get the fuck out of here. I don't care. That ain't got shit to do with it. We've been in this bitch since before this bitch was founded. We built this motherfucker, okay? We have a case. I agree with Tariq. I know y'all have seen me go at Tariq ass. I'm right on code with damn that. They wrong for that shit, man. So this nigga, okay, first of all, I knew something was weird when he stood up. Who are we? Who are we? We need to know who we are. Are we the Hebrew Israelites? Are we this? Are we that? Nigga, you ain't gonna ever get black folks to sit down at a table and agree on what the fuck we are. If we Indians, if we Native American, if we whatever the fuck you want to call it. If we Hebrew Israelites has to do with, well, that could be a nationality thing, but You start talking about the Nation of Islam. That's a man. Come on, man. You making crazy ass cases for shit, man. Niggas ain't gonna agree on that shit. You think you finna take a Nation of Islam person to be a part of a nation that identifies as Hebrew Israel? Like, come on, dog. That shit, that's stupid. Nearly Fuller said it best. Why conscious Babel arguing over frivolous bullshit? Ain't no need for us to sit and argue who the hell we are. I get so tired of niggas saying that shit. Damn, you know how many niggas got scammed by that shit, trying to pay money, trying to denounce their American citizenship and all that shit? I call you back, miss. You know what I'm saying? You know how many niggas done got their citizenship denounced or tried to do that shit and got scammed and shit like that? Like, you can't read a fucking book and do that shit your damn self if you really want to be denounced. First of all, they gonna make it's a lot of shit you got to do, but you can do it. But my thing is, guys, from the original outset of this video, I was saying I co-signed him on the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. Shut the fuck up and go build with the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. I don't need you talking about political strategy, guy. That's not, like I said the other day, I do not go to Jay Morrison for political strategy. I just listen to Tariq. And Tariq play, I listen to his shit, man. That shit had me just turning on, had my stomach turning. Because Tariq was playing that shit, and this nigga's like, yo, I'm Young Malcolm, I'm this, I'm swaggy. I know a lot of y'all niggas don't like me because I'm swaggy. A lot of y'all niggas don't like me because I'm rich. Like, nigga, oh my God. Black folks don't give a fuck about your dollars, dude. Black folks give a shit about what you can do for them. That's all we care about. You right, action. We like black people that take action. You are one of the brothers that take action. But because you take action, don't mean everything you say and everything you do, Jay Morrison, is correct, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? This nigga, he talking about, yeah, I wrote a best-selling book. The book is so-and-so, so-and-so. Like, nigga, you out here talking about your book. You done wrote shit like that, man. Don't nobody want to hear that shit, man. Don't nobody care about no damn book your ass done wrote. What intangibles are you trying to obtain? And once you obtain those substantive tangibles, shut the fuck up. We don't care. I'm sorry, Jay. Black people do not care about no damn how rich you are. We don't give a shit. You be wearing these damn $10,000, $12,000 watches. We don't give a fuck. That's the problem. See, this is the thing. Let me explain something to y'all. Anytime black folks get in a situation where it looks like we trying to organize and structure some shit, some nigga is gonna stand his ass up. I know he called himself Dominican J, but this is the thing. Some nigga is gonna stand his ass up and try to talk that shit. Cause I used to be on YouTube hard for years. I ain't have my own channel, but I used to be on here hard. I wouldn't come in this shit. I got 3 or 4 actual YouTube names, emails and shit. So I used to be coming under folks shit. I just didn't come in under this. I just created Sub-Zero when I came to YouTube with this channel. But let me say this, guys. Anytime black people try to put some shit together, structure some shit, we always got to appoint some damn leader, nigga that's going to get his ass out here. Jay does not have the character to run shit, okay? And now, what this has done, I'm going to tell you where he's fucking up at. Jay has pretty much set himself up to lose whatever credibility he had. His credibility was already a little bit scrupulous, you know what I'm saying? Unscrupulous as it was. People already had some shit they could cite against this dude. And then you gonna do some dumb shit like try to sell tickets to your damn wedding, which I thought was stupid, right? I'm like, this nigga trying to sell tickets to his wedding. Nigga, folks is out here, black a fight right now. We don't got time to be paying for your fucking tickets to your wedding, dog. If you want to sell some shit like that, get off this. Stop trying to put, every time somebody put a mic up to your face, talking about you Young Malcolm and all this shit like that. Okay? We need, if you're not going to come with some real structure and real shit, it ain't even about you, dog. The movement ain't about you. This is why Thomas Sankara gets respect in Africa. If you don't know who he is, look him up. Thomas Sankara, Burkina Faso. Because the dude didn't live off the people. You trying to get fat off the people. You can't be bragging when you ask the people for money and then turn around and talk shit to the people. What type is that? You ask the people for money and I'm sorry, I don't know if you're producing the percentages that you say. Listen, this is the thing. I'm going to get a brother time with the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. I'm not even trying to tear that shit down. I'm not a hater. But there needs to be some adjustments as to who you think you are and what you and the shit you say when you got a microphone in your face. You one of them niggas that want to be cool, that want to get you. He wants to be liked. That is the only issue I said in the video before. I said, man, only thing I say, he's very uppity, arrogant, condescending nigga. He think he better than me. He the type of nigga that if he makes some money, he thinks he's better than people. That's the fucking problem. Black people. I'm from Montgomery, right? You got a few black millionaires in Montgomery. Let me tell you something. Those are some of the worst niggas. You don't hear people talking about a lot of these black millionaires. You don't. You know why? Because a lot of them, not all, okay? I don't believe that shit. I'm not trying to be jealous of people or cause any believe that people that are rich are selfish automatically or evil. I wait and let you give you the rope and let you do what the fuck you gonna do. Out of his own mouth, this nigga calling himself, watch me lead the revolution. Watch me. Like, nigga, who the fuck are you? Like, just don't need no leader, nigga. He trying to put himself up over the whole descendant of slave movement. Who the fuck does Jay think he is, dog? I don't even want people following Yvette in tone talks. Although I agree with ADOS, I will use the word ADOS, Foundational Black American, DOAS, whatever you want to call it. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But for you to sit out here and try, watch me lead the revolution. Like, did you just say you finna go out here and lead the revolution single-handedly? Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, bruh, we ain't shit if the people, and see, if the people, when I say the people, let me explain some shit. This is where this conscious Hotep Babel shit gets in the way, guys. Because we talk this collectivist bullshit sometimes, and we don't really talk about real boots on the ground action, real talk. Sometimes you have to be an individual, because ain't no way I'm getting behind a motherfucker like that. And see, it's too many motherfuckers that want to try to inject their own little ideology into shit like this, that where we can't really you can't organize. It's too many niggas. This is why I talk about black people and spirituality. I never say that black people need to go to X spirituality and get this and get that. I say traditional family values and the old school church values, even if you ain't a Christian, because that is actually benefited black people historically. That's what I say. I don't say that you got to be a believer. I don't say that you got to be. I don't say none of that. But there are certain principles and values that we did have that I'll defend that. But I'm not out here telling black folks that they got to have this set spiritual system. This is the problem with black folks. Whenever they get a system, you got to follow their system. That's why we can't organize with shit. You see what I'm saying? And because we can't organize, this is why we benefit. This is why when you come to my channel, you see Reardon Still in the background. Because I'm a proponent of individualism when it comes to bullshit like this. You guys know I give a fuck about my community. I want my people to survive. I want my people to flourish. I want all that shit for my people, but I'm not going to sit up here and try to placate them with a bunch of like bullshit, man. Because that's what he doing. He coming with this argument like, man, you gotta, LAR, what's up, man? The rise of narcissist activists for $1, of course. Exactly. This nigga, I'm like, nigga, you out your fucking mind. You is out your damn mind. Think somebody finna sit up here and say some dumb shit. Talking about, that nigga gonna say, watch me lead the revolution. I can't believe he fixed his mouth and said that shit. Not, look, man. So, okay, so now what we expecting Jay Morrison, how stupid that shit is. And what Jay Morrison, when this shit doesn't happen, what he's gonna say is, it's us. It's the people. He's gonna blame all the other conscious Hotep guys because I actually agree with Tariq on this shit. This is a leaderless movement. When you start talking about the descendants of slaves, the people that's been in this country since its founding, the first people, the of Christmas addicts, those people that died for this country, fought in every damn war in this country, black people, slaves, get the fuck out of here. We are owed reparations. We don't need, and this is what Tariq said, and I agree. He said, man, the Japanese Americans did not link up with Japan to get reparations. They were just on code when they got it in the 80s. I agree. They were on code, right? But see, guys, I'm gonna explain something to you. This is why I think Japanese Americans got reparations, because Japan had the third largest economy in the world. And at the time, if you go back, if you're old enough to remember, America was afraid of Japan. Japan, although they didn't have a military, had the strongest economy at the time. I think they were second. and China leapfrogged all of them. But I'm just saying, Japan had the second to third largest economy in the world and still does. A country with no resources. And so that warranted respect. So first thing Jay Morrison thinks that means is, well, that means we got to link up with another nation. No, see, we got to learn from shit it ain't got to be exactly cookie cutter. The reason that they got those reparations was because of the economics of Japan. It wasn't because they linked up with Japan. If that was the case, they'd have did that shit in the 70s or 60s when Japan was a fledgling economy. No, Japan, by the 80s, Honda had crept up and became the #1 selling car in America. I mean, you had Honda. A lot of these cars that started coming over here, a lot of these car maker people were coming over here kicking ass. And that's what fucked it up. That's what made it like, oh shit, they outdoing GM, they outdoing Ford. Damn, they got the second, third largest economy in the world. Japan didn't have shit to do with it. It was the fact that their economy was big, and that's why. But the people in America didn't do that. America did that as a gesture out of respect. So what that means is, in order to even get somebody to talk about reparations, you need to monetize a situation for black people. That ain't necessarily got to be linking up with Ghana, linking up with Nigeria. No, it doesn't have to be that. I just don't get in these conversations with people because I don't feel like I get tired of it. It's so much, and niggas will sit and pontificate about this shit for 30 hours a day. I ain't got time for it. I don't. I got a lot of shit I'm doing. See what I'm saying? So the thing is, guys, let me explain something to you. Jay, you wrong, brother. First things first. Black people, get your economy right. We need economics first. If you link up with an African nation and do that, then fine. If you don't, and if I become a millionaire and Jay takes his damn Tulsa real estate fund and do what the fuck he's supposed to do, in a few years, I suspect this brother, that shit should be worth $1 billion. He should be controlling $1 billion. He should. He should. His ass got a $10 million in first round injection. You should grow that shit. Maybe not in a few years, but in 10 to 12 years, I expect success. I expect that when we hear about the Tulsa real estate fund in a few decades, maybe 20 years from now, you should be a multi-billionaire. That's what he should do. I'm giving the brother time. But where he fucking up at is getting into this shit. Because now you get motherfuckers like, I ain't finna send your ass no money. Because you ain't getting a dime from me because you don't have the character. See, guys, when you go to a bank and they pull your credit, that speaks to character. Do you do what the fuck you say you're going to do? Look at your check credit score. Credit, right? And a lot of times with people like Jay Morrison, bro, you have a fucked up, your past is checkered. It just is. See what I'm saying? And you got I went to high school with niggas like Jay. I ain't trying to be funny. I've been around niggas like Jay Morrison my whole life. Popular. Everybody likes him. He's fast talking. You know what I'm saying? And got a big ass. He the type of nigga, if he played ball, he'd be the first nigga talking shit about how good he is and how he's better than you. And I'm gonna tell you guys a story about a guy named Michael Nelson. I never forgot this shit. We was in the 7th grade, 8th grade, right? I rode the bench. I was not a star player on B team, right? We went to the city championship, which that's the highest you can go. And Bellingraph was undefeated. Bellingraph was this school. They had a guy, Barlow, and Barlow was a motherfucker. This nigga in the 9th grade with like a 40-inch vertical, right? Cool brother, good dude. Wound up playing for the same coach I did. Ben Joel, rest in peace, right? So anyway, we beat them niggas at Bellingraph with a shot at the buzzer. Went in overtime and beat them niggas, right? So we getting up there, we getting ready to cut the net down, right? Now, I took my ass to practice. I ran my laps. Yeah, I rode the bench, but I was in practice every fucking day, just like them niggas was, right? So I'm part of this fucking team, right? I go up. It came my time to cut the net down. So 2 or 3 people had cut the net. So I go up. They had a ladder. We getting up there trying to cut the net down. I get my little time to cut the net. Michael Nelson looks at me. Now, Michael Nelson starts. Michael Nelson has all the $200 shoes. Michael Nelson is popular. He is what he is. I wasn't a hater. I never had a problem with the nigga, right? This nigga gonna say, bitch, he ain't even getting the game. What the fuck you doing trying to cut first? Bitch, let me cut first. I looked at his ass, man, fuck you, like that, right? But the thing is this, guys, I never forgot that shit. You know why? Because by the time we got to high school, his ass wasn't even playing no more. And I was on the team. His ass wasn't, because he never grew. His ass was like 5'9", 5'9". He never grew. The nigga still 5'9" to this day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know that's a common ass name. Don't go look him up. There's a bunch of Michael Nelsons out there. But I never forgot that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that bitch made motherfucker. That shit made me so mad. I held that shit in. Now, why did I say that? That's the type of nigga Jay Morrison is. That he got that type of mouth. His character. I question his character. Not the fact that he of his idea, because I think the Tulsa Real Estate Fund is a damn good idea. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he did what he did, his character. See what I'm saying? Now, I'm not insulting him as a person or doing any ad hominem. I'm not calling him names. I'm not saying fuck Jay Morrison. I'm not. I expect big things from the brother because he got money sent his way. Don't turn around and flex on black folks, though. Don't turn around and flex on people if they disagree, because half the people you disagreeing with gave you the fucking money, gave you that $10 million, brother. And you turn around flexing on them people, talking about a lot of y'all don't like me because I'm swaggy. A lot of y'all don't like me because I'm rich. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Get the fuck out of here. I can't stand braggadocious ass black niggas that got a couple of nickels to rub together. That's a nigga that's not humble. That's a nigga that's arrogance. Okay, I know last week in the military video, a couple of y'all got y'all emotions about that shit. That is being emotional. That is showing your skirt. You know what I'm saying? On some bullshit. He's the Supreme Grand Subpoena from the United States Attorney's Office, North District of Georgia, and the Civil Subpoena from the Securities Commission. We will see. So now the government on his ass. Jay Morrison and Killer Mike got the Baptist preacher gift of gab. Yeah, they do. They do. And half the shit, see, the problem, Killer Mike way more deadly than him. Killer Mike is way more thought out. Jay Morrison, he claims he's thought out, but his character, the shit you say turns people off, so you turn people off at the door. Killer Mike is smart. Killer Mike wouldn't dare say no dumb shit like that. Watch me lead the revolution. Killer Mike wouldn't say no shit. He know better. You know what I'm saying? Killer Mike's smart. Killer Mike knows that speaks to character, a character flaw. This is why niggas like him and T.I. need to sit the fuck down. We do not need T.I. trying to speak for black people. We do not need Killer Mike speaking. We don't need Jay Morrison. If you a motherfucker that's cool with the drug dealers and the rappers, I don't need you talking to. I know that sounds real fucked up. But y'all know the damn well most of the people that have that mindset, that's the problem. That's why you're not authentically black. If you ain't cool with the drug dealers and this and that. This is why you see all that fake love, like the guys was saying, for Nipsey Hussle. A lot of these folks ain't even fuck with Nipsey like that for real. They ain't even know who he was till he got killed. And then Nipsey, shout out to Nip. I like this music, but shit. You'll see me making 1,000 videos talking about Nipsey this, Nipsey that. I respect the hell out of Nipsey. A lot of that shit I didn't hear till he died. I'm gonna tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? 1 or 2 empowerment videos when he sat down with Tariq, I knew he was talking on that tip then. But that was it, man. Now he will be charging like $500 a ticket for his own event. See, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Man. And then this nigga talking about he's swaggy. Black people, you got black folks, and this is where we fuck up. Because let me go back to my thing. So like I was saying earlier, black people, if we get our economy together, right? You can go to any fucking body. See, the Japanese had an economy. This is the part people fail to realize. Black folks, you gotta have an economy before you talk about reparations. Otherwise, motherfuckers ain't gonna listen. But see, if it don't even take an economy, if I got a team about 30 millionaire, black millionaires, right? We all come together and we say, look, man, we gonna drop, I don't know, $300,000 a piece. That's $9 million, right? Roughly. We gonna take that that $9 million. We gonna drop that $9 million on X campaign. But we need you to add to your platform. See, now you at the table talking some real shit, and you got the resources, and them motherfuckers gonna listen. You got their ear. Right now, Kamala Harris is losing, right? I can't stand her ass. I despise Kamala Harris. But if your ass come trying about dropping $9 million in the Kamala Harris campaign, she getting her ass kicked right now. She like 3rd, 4th, right? Somebody drop her ass $9 million, she gonna change her tune on that reparation shit. If she don't, there will be repercussions. See, the reason that Japanese internment camp survivors got reparations was because they were in a position to twist people's arms. The reason that Holocaust survivors, so-called Holocaust survivors, got reparations was because they were in a position to twist people's arms. In fact, if you go to the Nuremberg trials, the first people that were put to death were the people that were supposedly the manufacturers of the mustard gas that supposedly was at these internment camps. Why is that? Do a little research on that. You know what I'm saying? But once they did that, now they had a legit case. They could say that these dead guys was producing mustard gas and they were killing people in camps. Even though the world population of Jews had not dropped, it was 15 million. It had went up like a little bit, but it wasn't down. It should have been down to like 8 million, 7 million by 1950, but it wasn't. So that's a lie. But anyway, we'll go there later. The point I'm trying to make is they were in a position financially to get people, though, to do that shit, man. Black folks, we get shit fucked up. It wasn't that they linked up, the Japanese and Americans linked up with the Japanese. And no, them motherfuckers, Japan had an economy that America feared. If you got money, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do with a lot of this shit. You can go to a campaign situation, in a situation like that, and start making rules. This is a military industrial complex. They can do shit. They can get shit forced into a platform. This is why the small hats are pumping this homosexuality down our throats, because that's what they want to do. They got the money to do that shit. So we gotta eat it. We gotta swallow that bullshit. See what I'm saying? This is why any black person that comes out right now and attacks black heterosexuals right now gets a check half the time, because the small hats want that shit. We don't have an economy right now. So when we want to push reparations, we can't really push that shit on a state and local level. You know what I'm saying? You can aggregate. You might not be able to do it on a national level yet, but you could do it at a small level. You could. But see, this is why I'm for individualism a lot of times, because you ain't gonna get that listening to motherfuckers like that. So you got to be able to break free and think for yourself sometime and say, you know what, I disagree with this. This is why I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna take my money and I'm gonna do this and do that. Yeah, they got the financial backing of, what did Joe Biden say? He said the LGBT community wouldn't be where it is if it wasn't for the small hat community. It wasn't small hat. He said the other word. You know what I'm saying? But that's what he said. Everybody knows that's where their money comes from. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people don't know that. That's where their money come from. Why you think every time you watch a Hollywood film, that shit is all through Hollywood? Who runs Hollywood? I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? Same people, man. Hey, follow the footprints. Come on, gumshoe detectives. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, back to Jay Morrison, man. Like, look, man, I don't know, man. Like, I see a lot of fuck shit going on in our community. I don't know if we can really recover from some of this shit. Some of these people, man, with the bullshit they preaching, I don't see us overcoming this shit. That nigga Jay Morrison, man, that bullshit he said, man, he need to go have several seats for that shit. How dare you say some bullshit like that? Joe Brown and versus Malik Yoba interview. No, I ain't watching yet. But like I say, man, that's the thing. Jay Morrison, when he stood up, who are we? Man, black folks can't even agree on like shit, why the Civil War ended. Or why did they fight the Civil War? You'll have 1,000 motherfuckers fighting over that shit. Tell me a subject. There's my song right here. That was my song back in the day. Anyway, guys, I'm trying to understand, why is it like black folks can't agree on shit, man? And now we supposed to come together and agree and all go to the UN. Let's vote on it. Vote on it how? Who gonna set the vote up? Who's gonna control the vote? How we know the vote ain't corrupted? You see what I'm saying? Black folks ain't organized like that. That shit ain't finna work. And I know I sound like a naysayer. I don't like naysayers. I'm a very positive. I believe in solutions, just like he said, because he was talking that shit like, I believe in solutions. I'm solution oriented. I believe in abundance and all that. And I'm sitting like, nigga, you think you the only somebody out here that believes in abundance? You think you the only somebody? This is what happens when niggas get two nickels to rub together. You can't talk shit to the people Half them folks that you talking about gave you money, they just probably don't agree with that bullshit you saying, dog. You can't shit on people. You cannot do that. This is the problem with black folks. A black man will get his hands on some money and then start flexing on the same folks on black people. And the problem with him is you can't flex on people that gave you your money. That's just like Umar support from the people. You can't open up and brag, I started a nigga. You didn't do shit, the people did. You feel me? That's just like my students. If I start flexing on my students and they got jobs, they'll be like, man, fuck you. I bust my ass and study. Yeah, I came to you, but I gave you money. I studied. I don't blame them. Shit, that's what they supposed to say to me if I say some fuck shit like that. You gotta be humble, bro. Humble. He's not humble. He has a character flaw, which is his arrogance. The people have got him so gassed. You so out of touch. That's what arrogance does, guys. It gets you out of touch with reality to where you don't understand when you say some fuck shit like that. I'm gonna look at you like, nigga, do you really see how you sound right now? You sound like an idiot. And he don't understand that shit. He really thinks he talking some real shit. He think the people support that shit. We don't support you on that bullshit. We looking at you like, nigga, you get over yourself. And then you got niggas in the comments on his videos. Yeah, tell him, Jay. Tell him, Jay. Black folk, man. Oh my God. Man, I'm gonna go ahead. I have a confession to make, guys. I have a confession. I'm like Edward Anderson, man. We gonna lose by 75-80%. We just gonna have to. We gonna have to, man. It's gonna, like I say, black people don't understand shit but pain. For a nigga like Jay Morrison to even have some people co-signing that bullshit he talking. I'm not gonna if I felt you, let's say I feel the strategy. Let's say I actually felt the strategy. You fucking it up with me, just as a man, just with all that fuck shit you talking about. You niggas don't like me because I'm swaggy. You niggas don't like me because I'm rich. You niggas don't like me because I get it. I'm about action. I don't just like. Get your ass up out of here with that shit. You so out of touch. That nigga sound like an out of touch rapper, like a motherfucker that, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes these rappers say dumb shit. You be like, nigga, you ain't been in the streets around your people, have you? Like you been in, like he sound like, and honestly, I respect the hell out of what's that guy, ASAP Rocky, for telling nigga, I'm not an activist. I'm not Al Sharpton. Good. One less rapper we got to worry about thinking that he's been anointed by the people because motherfuckers like his song about selling drugs. Now he feel like he got to go out here and speak for the people. One less nigga we got to deal with. Thank you, ASAP Rocky. Thank you. We need more niggas to understand you are not a leader. You are not qualified. I'm not saying you got to have a degree from some white university. You don't got to have a degree from the white university. If you opened your mouth and you were actually well versed in what the fuck you was talking about, even if I disagreed, I'd be okay. I see his strategy. I disagree. Then niggas start, well, I spoke with so-and-so, and he told me this, and I actually spoke, and I wrote a book about this shit. Just because you wrote a book, nigga, that's your strategy. That's what you thought. That's what you brought up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the shit you guys hear me saying is after I think about it, I say what I got to say, but everybody does, right? So what's the difference between me and Jay Morrison? Jay Morrison saying the same. So that, you get what I'm saying? So I have to kind of say some shit that does have some sort of reasoning behind it. Just because I've heard thousands of people say we need to link up with an African nation and this, and then we got to go before the UN and this. We got to, okay. All right, good luck. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna take 100 years. I don't see us having to do all that. That shit ain't necessary. I agree with Tariq. That shit is not necessary to be on code, to get shit popping. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these presidential candidates are right now, the word reparations has been mentioned because they need our ass. And enough people are actually on that tip like, I'm not voting for shit until y'all come with some real tangibles. That's why you see people saying tangibles 2020. That's why you see people saying cut the check, but if them motherfuckers feel that shit and Trump gets reelected in a landslide, they'll be like, damn, we have got to respect this black vote before it's too late, because we know the Hispanic vote gonna leapfrog our ass in a minute. But right now, we still got a chance to be relevant as a people, and this is the time to hold out. Before long, they ain't gonna be talking about black issues at all. They're gonna be talking about Hispanic issues, Mexican issues. That's what they're gonna talk about. Some Mexican gonna get run for president And that motherfucker gonna have enough votes from whites and Mexicans to get in there, and there ain't gonna be shit we can do about it. And then we gonna have to be alone for the fucking ride. It's gonna be like a Uber. You sit your ass in the back and shut up, bitch, because we done paid the Uber. You gotta go. You gotta go. We want to go now. That's what's finna happen, and that's when your ass gonna feel the pain. See, that's when we gonna feel that shit. You feel me? And it's got to happen. It's got to happen. Them Hispanics gonna be the death knell for niggas in America. Them damn Mexicans bringing their ass over here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas worrying about getting you a Latino woman and worrying about Latino pussy. Go ahead. But your children are gonna be leapfrogged by them motherfuckers. That's what's finna happen. You know what I'm saying? AOC is next after Trump. That's what I'm saying. And that motherfucker, I think if you to my, oh my God, if AOC getting there, we in trouble like a monkey. She's stupid. If I think you talking about that chick from Congress, she's dumber than a motherfucker. She dumb as hell. And if she get in there, she gonna be. You'll see. I ain't worried about it. Black people gonna have to suffer. This is why I'm gonna tell you something. If you listen to this, get your money right, black man, black woman. Get your money right, because in times of need, this is where I'm talking. This is where I'm going. When shit start fucking up for black folks, we're gonna need black people with real skills, human capital, that have actual, that might have a few dollars in the bank, have some money, that can do something, so they can actually organize and move in some shit. If I tell you right now, hey man, you need to be buying at least 2 and 3 pieces of silver every pay period, that ain't nothing but about $50. You know what I'm saying? A lot of black folks will be like, I can't scrape up $50 a week. That's because you struck. That's because we, you know what I'm saying, we financially not in a good position. If you can't do that shit, then that's a problem. See what I'm saying? Every time I have a pay period, I'm taking my ass to Appmex buying silver. I got a big ass heavy thing of silver. I don't know how much I done bought. I don't even count the shit. I just buy it. Way no shit to go fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna need black folks out here that got their shit together, that can help, that can do shit, that can mobilize when shit get fucked up. Right now, we got to pay for. It's like you've been smoking cigarettes and you might have to lose some organs, or you're diabetic, you fat, you overshape, you out of shape, you overweight. They're gonna have to cut off a foot or something. We're gonna have to get some shit cut off, man. Some shit gonna have to be cut off. We're gonna have to be walking around with crutches for a while. You know what I'm saying? We might be able to get us a prosthetic eventually, but right now, we got to lose some shit. Some shit got to go. I'm sorry. I see it. There ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing different with this community, man. We are so fucked up mentally. Right now, when I hear somebody like Jay Morrison say some shit like that, and I go read the comments, yeah, but gold, you can get gold for $50 a gram if you want. I think last I checked. I don't know what it is now. Buy gold or silver, don't make a difference. Silver's actually undervalued. I don't want to go down that. Silver's actually worth way more technically, because silver actually is used in electronic cell phone shit like that, whereas gold is really just evaluated based on other stuff like jewelry and shit like that. So I would say silver, and it's cheaper. If I tell you to go buy a $2,000 gram of gold, an ounce of gold, you probably can't do that. 1,000, whatever it is. I hadn't looked, but you damn sure can buy a gram of gold, or you can buy an ounce of silver, or some palladium, and what's the other one? Platinum shit. Like, buy what you can, man. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. Just came through. All right, what's up, Rainy Woon, man? What's up? Average black folks need to drop politics and focus on power. Thank you, future society. Always dropping heat. Let the black elites, lawyers, continue to lobby with no power. That's, if you ain't say something then, bro, that's some real shit. Y'all need to read that comment. He's saying black people need to focus on obtaining power. Jay Morrison, what the fuck, man? Didn't they give Jay Morrison like $10 million and all this shit, man? What the fuck, man? Nigga, I'm supposed to be on here bragging about your ass because you don't win, even though you arrogant. See, let me tell you something about black folk. Black folk with money. I know plenty of black folks with money. A lot of them, you gotta hold your nose to. I'm not talking about they stink. They so fucking arrogant. The shit they say to you. I seen motherfuckers say shit like, yeah, man, it wasn't nothing but $100,000 deal. I did it in a couple of weeks. Yeah, Niggas that talk that shit like, you know your ass ain't grow up like that. You know you ain't grow up like that, right? I'll admit, I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. I got cocky. To tell you what happened. That year I made all that money, I was cocky than a motherfucker. Take me down and show me like, wait a minute, boy, you got it twisted. You got it twisted. Hey, there were times when people would show me deals, call me up with deals where I could make 25,000. Man, it ain't enough money. Man, I'm trying to make no damn $25,000. That's the time. You know, I really was talking like that. You know what I'm saying? I was talking that type of shit. I was uppity, cocky. 25,000 paint and carpet deals. I'm not talking about no major work. Paint, carpet, holes in the walls, read the sheetrock, landscaping. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Paint the cabinets in the kitchen, put in some granite. There you go. Throw your little cheap backsplash up there. Quick deal. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, no, I don't want to do that, man. There ain't no money, man. I got like that. That's what Jay Morrison, I've been where he at. I ain't trying to be funny. I've been where he is right now as far as arrogant. But see, Jay Morrison, unlike other people that got humbled, he don't get humbled. Because now he has this social media presence and shit like that. So when he says shit like Young Malcolm, ain't nobody checking his ass. I was mad than a motherfucker that he spit on Malcolm X's name like that. Don't you ever spit on Malcolm talking about, I'm Young Malcolm, I'm a Malcolmite. Now the fuck you ain't sitting outside of no restaurant begging them to take your dollars. Now the hell you ain't. You a young Al Sharptonite. That's what you are. You a Sharptonite. You know what I'm saying? You might be a Jesseite. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't no damn Malcolmite. You get over that. You get on with that. Malcolm wasn't sitting outside nobody restaurant talking about take his dollars. No justice, no peace. Getting in arguments with these white folks and stuff. And you know damn well you and your fiance at the time was arguing with that black chick. You know that shit wasn't even about them white folks trying to kick your... Look, I don't give a shit. I fuck Houston's. They gone. I don't care. They from Atlanta. But I'm sorry. That was some bullshit. I'm sorry. And then T.I. come jumping his... Want that dumb ass up in the argument too. Talking about... getting into arguments and shit like that. Come to find out he fucking the chick that he was trying to... See, man, we can't... See what I'm saying? These niggas don't have the character, dog. The chick that he was bitching about at the Houston's over there on Peachtree, not the one over there on Lenox, but Peachtree, the other one around the corner, that chick, he was fucking that chick. She was an actress. See what I'm saying? We don't know this shit. He think he talking about he for the people. No, you for this pussy you getting. You see what I'm saying? This is the shit I'm talking about. I know Morrison from Jersey. I'm just talking about his... You can tell by the way he's talking from up north. I'm just saying that these niggas don't have the character to lead some fucking movement. I don't want these niggas in front of me trying to lead my movement and tell me what the fuck I'm supposed to be about and who I'm supposed to be. No. Black man, black woman, get your money right. Get you some life insurance. Listen to me. Get you some life insurance. If you don't want to be an investor, get you a mortgage. Buy a house, get you a mortgage and pay that bitch off. Double it up, pay that bitch off as soon as you can. Get a 15-year mortgage, pay your house off. You know what I'm saying? Do your research, find an area where shit is developing. Get a mortgage that is 30% of your take-home pay monthly. That's what you need to be paying a month. 30%. That's a comfortable mortgage that you actually can pay off. You know what I'm saying? That's it. If you ain't making that much money, increase your human capital. This is why I teach a class where you should be making $85,000, $90,000. So when I say take home, you should be bringing home by $7,000 to $8,000. You know what I'm saying? So when I say take home, maybe not taking home, but shit, before taxes, you take taxes about $5,000. If you bring it home $5,000, that's about $1,500. That's like roughly $200,000, a little bit over, about $250,000, $240,000. That's a comfortable mortgage that you should be able to pay. Your car note shouldn't be but 10% of your damn take home. So we need to have a, you see what I'm saying? Now you got a lot of money left over for savings, discretionary fund, whatever the fuck you want to do. Insurance, life insurance, max out your 401k, all that shit, man. This is what we need to do. None of this shit has anything to do with investing, being a business. I ain't telling you to start a business. I'm not telling you to be some investor, although you need to do that as well. Educate yourself, get out here and learn. This is what Jay Morrison needs to be talking about. Jay Morrison does not need to be out here trying to talk political strategy, nigga. I don't need to hear that shit from you. You feel me? Like that's just, I'm just sorry. I sit and I listen to this nigga. I'm like, come on, man. And T.I. out here like, you know, I mean, come on, T.I. really? And then T.I. dumb as hell anyway. Like T.I. got mad at an African because the African didn't know who the fuck he was. And the African was trying to do his job. He probably had an attitude. I ain't gonna say he didn't. But he wouldn't let his wife hauled up there trying to get T.I. in the morning or some shit because the guy wouldn't let him in. And the guy was like, T.I., now you supposed to be worth $100 million. You taking your ass around there to the cave. Come on out here. Come on out here on camera. Come on out. Like, you stupid motherfucker. Now, if he'd have walked out there, what you gonna get in a fight, assault charge? Ain't you a fella? Ain't you worth? So you got money. You just go. You see, do we need a nigga that can't control his emotions on some shit like that? I ain't saying I don't get mad at times too. We all do. We all. I can put a camera in anybody's face when they get upset. But a guy at that level, I don't think you need to be talking base when they get upset. But a guy at that level, I don't think you need to be talking about political strategy. If you see me out here, I ain't out here trying to lead black folks and tell them what the fuck they need to do. I think this whole ADOS, DOS, foundational Black American movement should be a leaderless cause. It really should be. It should just be that black people, we need to start pushing for us to be recognized for our nationality as for what we have done in this country. That's it. Now you could be a Hebrew, you could be whatever the hell you want to be, but you need to be recognized for your descendant. If you think that your black folks, your people wasn't slaves like Dane Calloway, fine. Then whatever. Black folks, your people wasn't slaves like Dane Calloway, fine. Then whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then be recognized for the land. That because some of the people are, I do believe he has somewhat of a point. A lot of people that are black are actual people that were here before white people were. I believe that too. You know what I'm saying? Because they say California is named after a black goddess. She was black. And I saw a book of a picture that a guy took around the early 1900s of the native people in the southernmost tip of South America. And it was black with big noses and a fro. I mean black, like me. Black, right? So there are cases where you might have a point right there. I don't think you can have two continents of people and none of them came from Africa. When you could get off the coast of Africa and be in South America in like 2 weeks with no damn, you don't need nothing. The current and the wind will take you there. You don't even need the paddle, you don't need nothing. You telling me nobody did that for thousands of years till the white man got hit? No. Until the Native Americans came all the way across the Bering Strait? No, I don't believe that. Everybody ain't light skinned with straight hair, okay? I don't believe that. But that being said, we're still owe reparations, whatever your cause is. That's it. I don't need to agree with you on spirituality, guy. I don't. We don't need to have a vote. This nigga talking about, we need to have a vote. You know what it would take? What would it take for all of the black community to have an untethered vote that will actually hold up? Like, I'm not talking about some shit where, like, 100,000 people voted on it. I'm talking about all 45 million black people voted on this shit. Legit, without being interfered with whites, without Hispanics, without these damn non-blacks non-ADOS. I'm talking about just ADOS blacks. However, that might be 35, 40 million. I don't know, 25. I don't know what it is. But whatever, just ADOS blacks. Do you know how hard that would be? What about tampering? You see what I'm saying? I hate when motherfuckers just get up in front of a camera and just grandstand for the people and talk this country's Hotep babble. That's what I mean, the nigga just babbling. Do you know what the fuck it means to actually implement some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Do you know what it means to implement a vote? So let me get this straight. So I'm a Hebrew Israelite. So the Nation of Islam is going to stand up and vote. Let's say they make a better case than we do. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm just going to go along with that shit. Like, come on, man. We talking about niggas. And you think we might listen to a white man. We damn sure ain't going to listen to no black man tell us what the fuck going on. We don't give a damn. They'll be out there, well, most black people are just asleep and ignorant. So I don't believe it. I don't go along with that. Now what? Now what you gonna do? You see how stupid that shit is? So why would I let somebody who really has shown themselves to have a lack of character? I'm sorry, the guy just does not have the character to be out here talking about black people's causes. He just doesn't. He's not of that ilk. I'm sorry, he don't. For you to be out here talking about, yeah, I'm just saying, y'all niggas jealous of me. Y'all niggas don't like me because I'm swaggy. Y'all niggas don't like me because I'm rich. Y'all niggas don't like me. Like, man, you don't sit your ass down somewhere when you done got millions of dollars. You can't talk like that when you done ask black folks for millions of dollars. You really can't talk like that. You cannot talk like, you can't be out here talking about you swaggy when you got my money in your bank account. You see what I'm saying? I would be mad than a motherfucker with a nigga. That showed me what type of nigga you are. So if the SEC done called his ass up, you might need to sit your ass down somewhere and shut up. Talking about watch me lead the revolution. That nigga said that shit. Watch me do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm all right. So in about 2 years, I expect you to have black people, those Americans, a seat at the UN. Fuck out of here. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm expecting you to have a vote for black people within a few years. This is the shit you talking. So you should be able to get all black people all over the country on code enough to vote for you. You Marcus Garvey then. Because that's the only dude I know that ever could do something. The only guy I know that probably had a shot at doing something like that was Marcus Messiah Garvey. He was the only black man I know that could do something like that. And he wasn't ADOS. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Martin. Martin did the end of his life, he probably could have taught it. Martin probably could have did it too. Martin could have done it. Maybe Frederick Douglass. Now I'm thinking. I'm starting. My mind is I'm thinking. I'm freestyling, guys. I'm in traffic. Work with me. You know what I'm saying? But there are you can count maybe on one hand the guys that actually probably could implement something like that. I don't think Jay Morrison and the dope one named T.I. could do it. Who snitched? Who snitched when they killed his friend for lunch. Let's go there for a second. That nigga, tune in later, because for lunch I got to go in on Tekashi ass. I got to go in on all these celebrities with this Tekashi shit. It's coming. It's coming. Because I'm just watching all the fuckery. I'm watching it. It's coming. Tune in for lunch, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably go to lunch by 11:30. Fuck it. I'm going to say this right here. That damn T.I. ass, man. First off, nigga, how you up here talking about the man? That nigga gonna say, what did he say? That nigga said, was talking all this shit about, he been talking about Tekashi and all that shit, snitching. Like, dude, you on camera snitching. You snitched on them niggas when this is what T.I. did. T.I. took some money in Cincinnati on some real street niggas, some niggas that really bought that shit. You threw some money in them niggas' face and flexed on them niggas in the VIP when what you know about that and all that shit was hot when he was hot, right? And then you got your ass, they waited till you left, got on the highway, and then they showed you what time it was. They showed you what they was about. Cause T.I. talk that shit. See, I don't be talking about them no street niggas. That shit, then hey, okay, yeah, Tekashi a super bitch, he is. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go into that. I'm not even gonna go into that. Tekashi is a bitch. You can see that shit though. Like it ain't really hard to tell. You can look at Tekashi and tell he a bitch. Real talk, I could have told you that. Anybody, I ain't even a street nigga. I could look at that nigga and tell what the fuck he was about. But secondly, T.I. threw money on them niggas. Them niggas shot his ass, shot up his car and shit like that, killed his homeboy. And T.I. went and testified in court as a snitch. He snitched on them niggas. That's what he did. And then now you trying to walk around here with street credibility, right? That right there, I can't respect. And see, I'm gonna say something about that, about the street community. This is what I feel about that street shit. This is what I really feel. All them niggas snitch. Just about 90% of them snitch. Watch First 48. Watch First 48. All these niggas be hard street niggas. That like at the beginning of the episode, the niggas will be, man, I ain't telling y'all shit, man. I ain't did nothing, man. I ain't did nothing. I won't talk to my lawyer. They always come in there talking that shit. And by the time you get to the end and them white boys get to going to their little junkies and shit like that and talking to their crackheads and talking to their little street informers that they letting sell dope, by the end of that episode, that nigga is in there singing like Luther Vandross. That nigga be singing a song. You hear me? That nigga be singing Superstar up in that bitch. Y'all don't know nothing about Superstar. That's the song. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, damn, but I thought this nigga was a street nigga. I thought you was tough. I thought you was... Ain't many of these niggas. The only nigga out of these ones I might respect is, what's his face? Boosie. Cause Boosie really lived that shit. He battle tested. So, hey, it is. I don't believe in that shit anyway. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you guys a secret, right? It ain't a secret. If you do some shit to me, see, I ain't out here on the street selling drugs. Cause this is what I always thought snitching meant anyway. If you gonna snitch, first off, you can't be out here on the street. Like if I'm selling dope, me and you doing dope, you can't snitch. If you snitch, that's snitching. But if you come and shoot up my fucking house or some shit, you can't. I can't call you snitching if I say, hey man, that's the nigga did it. Lock his ass up. I don't feel sorry for a nigga like that. But T.I. went and did that, and had the video taken off of his off of YouTube. You can't find that shit nowhere. You know why? Because T.I. know niggas that'll hurt his credibility. The nigga can't be T.I. talk like that. Now a lot of people don't understand that shit. A lot of street niggas think like that. So I don't think like that, but a lot of them do. T.I. claims to be a street. He always want to brag about how he from the streets, how he'll see a nigga. He did see that. You can't be on the stands talking that shit then, dog. You can't snitch. Now can't be giving testimony like that, singing like Luther Vandross on the damn stand, and then you a certified street nigga. You can't do that. That ain't the way it works. You know what I'm saying? Unless because to me, a lot of folks don't even know what the black folks don't have no rules. They not even organized on streets. They don't even really have real street rules. So which is it? Is it snitching if you shoot up somebody or do something to somebody and they ain't got nothing to do with you? Or is it snitching if we both doing some dirt together and I snitch on you? Tekashi did both. So either way, he snitching. But you know what I'm saying? So partially, I really ain't got a problem with Tekashi. Partially. Now, when he snitched on that dude that he tried to get to go do some dirt for him, that was some real fuck shit to me. That right there is where I think he was doing some real dirt. That was foul. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Come on, guys. I grew up with guys that was used to do that shit and they got out of it. One of the dudes is a pastor, and I talked to him. I said, man, we was talking one day. I went to see my mom. He said, man, I got out that street stuff, man. I used to sell dope all. He said, I got out. He said, I gave my life to the Lord, man. I just want to live right. I said, okay. So we kept talking. He said, one of the other reasons I got out, man, ain't no street niggas out here no more. I mean, what you mean? He's like, man, everybody's snitching. And T.I. is one of them types. So I don't respect this nigga. You ain't even faithful to the shit that you preaching. You ain't. This is the thing. Just go ahead and divorce Tiny, man. You cheating on your woman. Every time we turn around, we catch you on camera doing some shit. You out here trying to be and woke, speaking up for the people, coming to find out you fucking the woman. You know what I'm saying? You sleeping with her. So I'm like, wait a minute, that's your little mistress, dude. And you out here, she got kicked out, got her little feelings hurt, and you trying to get the people to rally behind and protest in front of her. That's what this nigga did. I can't respect a nigga like that because you're not honorable. That's a nigga that ain't got no honor. You know what I'm saying? Live by the code. If you really about that shit, then live by it. But don't be out here trying to sell me no bullshit, man. That's what T.I. does. You see what I'm saying? This nigga it's his little mistress chick he's sleeping with. That's who he out there trying to get the people to protest for. Man, you a chump. You a chump, man. She probably called you all emotional and hysterical. The cop pushed us out. He trying to arrest us. All right, babe, I got you. Simp ass. You know what I'm saying? That little simp ass nigga coming out there. Nigga, kill yourself. You think I'm finna be, this is the thing. This is why y'all and a lot of these niggas let T.I. get them all gassed up. Yeah, man, T.I. this, T.I. that. Like, man, T.I. used to be my favorite rapper. Back in the day, I used to love that nigga song. I'm not a hypocrite. I tell the truth. I used to bump that. I used to bump Jeezy, all that shit. At least Jeezy ass ain't out here trying to tell black people what to think, though. See what I'm saying? Jeezy ain't out here doing that. Jeezy just messing with his little Asian woman. Whatever. You know, that's his business. You know, it is what it is. I mean, yeah, Lil Wayne, you know what? I actually got more respect for Lil Wayne. At least Lil Wayne ain't out here on that fake conscious stuff, though. Lil Wayne told how his perspective, like, man, I don't have no problem with white folks, man. They hate. You know, that's him. That's Lil Wayne. I ain't mad at Lil Wayne for that. Like, okay, that's Lil Wayne. That's his opinion. I don't need you. I'm not gonna be like, okay, I need a celebrity to honestly be on my side and be on my struggle. No, this is my struggle. These people are out of touch. I'm glad these celebrities are actually telling the truth. I'd rather people tell the truth like Lil Wayne and A$AP Rocky. Tell me the truth. Yeah, hey, can I get some likes? Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jones. Can I get some likes, guys? But the thing is, man, tell me the truth, bro. Don't shoot me no smoke. That's the problem I have. Don't get me started on David Banner. Don't even get me started. That's another one. Fake conscious niggas. Fake conscious Babel. This is what I'm talking about. David Banner telling people he gonna pay their bail. Show me one nigga bail he done paid. There's plenty of niggas out here that done shot cops, that done got into physical altercations with cops. They done whoop. I know people that whoop cops' asses. I done seen cops get their ass whooped in the last 4 or 5 years. Has David Banner paid their bail? This is what I'm talking about. Grandstanding. And you got people out here, black folks, man. The reason you hear this passion in my voice is because yeah, he is like a pimp. The reason you hear this passion in my voice is because you got a lot of young minds of mush. You got a lot of people that actually look up to these guys. These people get respect in the black community. What a lot of these black celebrities have figured out is if I actually come and toe certain lines, they watch YouTube just like we do. They know, they watch the House of Consciousness. They listen to the lectures with Umar Johnson. They listen to Brother. You know what I'm saying? So they know. Oh, so this is what's cool right now. This is what's in. Okay, so I'm gonna start. Look at Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon came out like that. Look at Nick Cannon. His ass is all confused. Nick Cannon speaking that feminism bullshit. Am I the only one? Go look at when he was talking to brother Islam, whatever that name is. That nigga, I don't believe in traditional roles, and they're like, nigga, I don't believe in the patriarchy. And this, I'm like, okay, so this nigga is a damn feminist. You see what I'm saying? But you wearing a turban and you conscious. Like, get the hell on. Because he using words like knowledge of self. Like, so not just because he said knowledge of self, he down with the struggle. He down, yeah. He's one of our leaders. This is what black folks do. This is what we do, man. This is why we won't get nowhere. This is why Elwood Anderson is right. We're gonna lose a lot of folks. We're gonna lose a lot of people, man. Because black people, we don't vet shit. We don't vet. We just take shit hook, line, and sinker. Somebody can just say it. We don't study word for damn. We lazy. Just like academically, we study 30 minutes a night. Black people are, what they say, you ever want to hide something from a black man, you put it in a book? Black people do not like to read. We don't like to study. We don't like to know what the fuck we talking about. We don't even like to do videos and watch videos of shit to educate ourselves. At least watch videos. Because I ain't gonna lie, the information age now, you ain't even gotta read no damn more. All you gotta do is watch videos and you'll become halfway knowledgeable about something. We won't even do it. We won't do it. You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem. I listen to shit like some of that shit these people say. Can I get some likes? I listen to some of that shit these people say, and I just shake my damn head. Because I know in my heart that Jay Morrison is pretty much looked at as a leader. Just go, guys, I challenge you. Go look at the thumbnail of this video. The thumbnail of this video, guys, you can go and look at, it's on his Instagram feed. Go read the comments. Go read the comments. Now, like I said, guys, I'm going to say this too. I'm not cussing out Jay Morrison. I'm not being disrespectful to Jay Morrison. I'm not calling him all types of, I ain't disrespecting him as a man. I'm not. I'm calling him on bullshit. I actually supported the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. I made a video in support of the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. I think that was the name of it. In support of the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. But at the end of the day, I know how to call bullshit when I see it. And I'm sorry, Jay, you're full of shit. I'm sorry. Right here, brother, you are full of shit. There's no way I'm going to ride with you on this shit. And if you ride with that bullshit, this nigga talking about, y'all niggas don't like me because I'm swaggy. Just on that alone, I can't fuck with you. Just on that alone, I can't fuck with you. Off the top, when you say some shit like that. You sure Nick Cannon was a gang member? That nigga was on Nickelodeon. You sure? When he was a teenager. When was he in a gang? His uncles was in gangs and shit like that. But I don't think Nick Cannon was really with that shit for real. Like, he been on Nickelodeon for a minute. Nick Cannon is like, he grew up, and I ain't knocking him for that shit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Shit. My son get on Nickelodeon. I don't know if I want my son in entertainment. I don't want him singing. I don't want him in none of that. I'd rather he do something else. Real talk. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? But he said he was in a gang. Okay. Guys, let me say this, man. You want to make sure that your shit is well thought out when you listening to these people out here, these celebrities, guys, because these niggas will lead us astray. If they're not going to put people that Killer spoke of messages in their work, change is never going to happen. Well, I mean, I agree. I think Killer Mike is another one. I just as we listen to. I think there are people on YouTube. There are certain YouTubers I will fuck with. Dr. Claude Anderson is a YouTuber. If I'm gonna tell you to listen to somebody, I'm gonna tell you to listen to Dr. Claude Anderson, a guy who been doing this shit for a minute. You know what I'm saying? That's who I would tell you guys to rock with. Yeah, let me get just give me a
Sure, what size would you like?
venti.
A venti. And you're okay with whipped cream, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's going to be 566 quarter ounce.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, Dr. Claude Anderson's that guy, man. You know what I'm saying? That's who I would rock with. Somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the real shit, man. I think a lot of people don't think shit through. Like I would listen to Dr. Claude. It ain't really, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, Thomas Sowell. I would listen to him. Because guys, although people hate Thomas Sowell, certain people do, you gotta listen to Thomas Sowell. I do agree with Killer Mike about Walter Williams. Tone and Yvette, no. I'm sorry, I don't. Not because of my own personal opinion, but that is almost like he was out of order because it's like, okay, you'll turn around and tell people to listen to people, tell people, okay, strive for academic excellence, start your own businesses, you know what I'm saying? You know, try to control, start worrying about voting. Then you'll tell people to go listen to somebody, all right? Then you'll tell people to go listen to somebody that tells them the complete opposite. So it's like now you talking about they're conflicted. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So, damn. Hold on. All right, thank you. All right. So just think about it. You know what I'm saying? Think shit through before you just get behind people and co-sign people like that. Black folk will co-sign some bullshit in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But I would go, like I told y'all yesterday, go listen to the book. It's a book right now. It's an audio book. It's called Black Rednecks and White Liberals by Thomas Sowell. It's on the internet. It's on YouTube, actually. You can type it up. Thomas Sowell is THOMAS, Sowell, SOW. Go check it out. That's a brother that's you just type Thomas Sowell up. He's been on William F. Buckley. He's been doing this since like the early 80s. He's been in the game for a minute. Real smart dude, smart brother, man. Well researched. And he brings up a lot of inconvenient data and facts and information about black people that a lot of black people don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Because it really will force you. Thomas Sowell, what he forces me to do is think about my own shit and what I'm not doing right, what I haven't done right. Because I can't just always lean on white supremacy and racism as an excuse as to why I'm where the fuck I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Although I believe there is a such thing as. But you can't just say that if a people put 30 minutes a night in on homework, that they can talk about racism, white supremacy when it comes to college entrance. No, you can't talk about it's just racist. They don't want to let us into college because of this. And no, your ass don't qualify. You see what I'm saying? A lot of black people don't qualify. We don't qualify academically. We just don't. We're not competing. And I don't want to hear shit from a person. I'm sorry. If you're not doing what the fuck you supposed to do, oh, you bought the 11th hour version, 11-hour version. Okay. Yeah, that's the one I got. So it is on Audible because I guess I couldn't see it, but I guess that's because I already bought it. Okay. So you can go get the Audible version. That chapter about redneck culture, that's a beast. It's about 45 minutes. It's an essay he did about redneck culture. Man, that shit a beast, bro. Just go look at it. Go look at it and then come back and look at black people. Because I had a white guy write me a long dissertation yesterday, right? This white guy, see, white people don't want y'all to think like this about redneck culture. Because what that does is that lends to, damn, I should have turned right there. What am I doing? When he wrote this book, he wrote this thing, black people were not around Irish immigrants. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Irish immigrants came over to America in the 1600s. Because I went and looked it up because he was just saying that shit. And the reason he wanted to say that is because he doesn't want us to be like we are in America because of our exposure to redneck culture during slavery. He doesn't want that. What he wants to say is black people are just low IQ people. That's really what struck them off and pissed him off. And so when I went and made, he was trying to make the IQ argument. He doesn't like, see, white people don't like when you say, well, actually our exposure to redneck culture in the South throughout slavery is why a lot of the shit you see going on in America is happening with black people today. Why we do the shit we do. Because you people, if you read Alexis de Tocqueville and certain people that actually wrote essays on this shit, you read, what's his face? What's the black guy? W.E.B. Du Bois. You read Du Bois. Du Bois was talking about white people was just throwing money at black people during his time. He hated that shit. He despised it. He said, man, we don't need that because that's causing a lot. What's his face talks about in that book? Go get there. I'm telling you, that shit deep as hell. You know what I'm saying? A lot of black liberals don't like him because he brings a lot of shit for which shows a lot of shit. And black people don't like that shit. Black people don't like that shit because they just want to blame everybody. Lazy. They just racism. No, motherfucker. You can't say it's racism when your ass spending 30 minutes a night on your homework and talking about it's racism that the Chinese get in over you when they ain't putting 3 hours in a night. How the fuck you getting out work? Okay, so if we surrounded everything y'all just seen on this camera is white on, right? Why the fuck are white people doing over twice the homework we do per night? They out working our ass. So a lot of shit we need to fix ourselves. See what I'm saying? Conscious Hoteps ain't gonna tell you that shit. See, everything gotta be racism, white supremacy. They not gonna tell you that. If it's not racism, then they won't be able to tell that bullshit story. You know what I'm saying? And make the money they make off our ass. A lot of us. You know what I'm saying? So I got a few minutes. I always go in late on Friday. Ain't nobody in there but me. I'm in the office by myself. But yep, that's another one. Black Labor, White Wealth. That's a good book too. Basically detailing how they aggregated the wealth, and which I agree with that shit 1,000%. That's why you'll never hear me talk about there is no such thing as white supremacy. That's what that book details, how it was aggregated, how they did what they did. Black Labor, White Wealth. Everybody know about that book. Not a lot of people. Yeah, we gotta accept our laziness. James Earl Mones. Look here, man. Black laziness is a major problem. You know what I'm saying? We're getting outworked on a lot of this shit. It's not just racism. We're getting outworked. If your ass can't get into Harvard, why the fuck can't you get into Harvard? Why is it black people with black skin, big noses, woolly hair can get into Harvard, but they got to be from the African countries or they from culture? Okay, what do they do that we don't do? Well, they spend 3 hours a night studying. Oh, okay. So we just getting outworked. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's a culture thing. This is why there are more of us in the NBA than there are white boys. You know why? I'm a ball player. I tell you why. Dude, this is my schedule when I was young. Get out of school, go to the weight room, hit the squat rack, hit the leg press, go to the community center, play ball till 9 o'clock. I'm in the community center from 4:30 to 9 o'clock, 5 days a week. Saturday, I'm getting my brother up. We taking our ass across town. We playing again. Sunday afternoon, I'm taking my ass to out there on the park. We playing. This is the typical life of any baller. If you're a brother on this chat right now, please say that way. If you played any sport as a young kid, tell me that wasn't how that shit went. That's why we dominate sports, because we put the time in. Yeah, we naturally gifted. We're naturally gifted, more gifted than anybody else. I agree. We are more naturally gifted than white boys. So a white boy can do the same shit, have the same schedule, but they won't make it like us because they don't have the genetics we have. I agree with that, right? But don't sit up here and tell me that black people don't dominate sports, because that is a meritocracy. See, sports rewards you for hard work. And I'm going to say some shit that's going to probably get me to lose a couple of subs, but y'all know I don't give a fuck, right? Y'all know that, right? So I'm going to say what I got to say. All right. Number one, so is education. I said it. Education is a meritocracy, guys. I don't give a fuck go to, okay? I won't hear this shit about, well, my son go to this school and the school is fucked up. They got bad books. They got, man, in this day and age, you still talking about books? You got a cell phone. The fuck you need a book for? Do you understand? You can literally watch documentaries and then your kid could write an essay on a subject and be well informed on a subject. Now, it's so easy to get shit now. You know what I had to do in my day to write an essay? If I wanted to go, I had to go to the library. We ain't had no internet. We ain't had no computer. I had to take my ass to the library and sit there, read, to understand the Dewey Decimal System. That's some shit people don't even know. Young kids don't even know what the fuck a Dewey Decimal System is, right? I had to go and sit, pull books out, read them motherfuckers, check them out, read them, write down what they said, and then try to summarize that shit into my words so it wouldn't be plagiarized or I would get an F. This is how I went to school. I was a lazy student, and I had to do that shit. What about cats? Like nowadays, guys, this is why I don't bitch about education system too much. Because, guys, you got to understand, your ass can go to any school you want to. Nowadays, man, black people, we spend money on shoes and shit like that. I bought these shoes here the other day. They was, what, $45? I don't spend money on no damn shoes. But black people, that's what we'll do. We'll spend money on shit and then turn around and be talking about racism, racism, white supremacy. Dude, throw your money. The money we spending at these weaves, on these nails, on these Jordans, niggas too. Niggas, it ain't just women with weaves. It's niggas with spending money on Jordans and shit. Why don't you call Mathnasium? Why don't you call Kumon? Why don't you call Sylvan Learning Center? And why don't you guys invest in your children's education? Why don't you guys have your children spending 3 hours a night getting their education together? See what I'm saying? This is some shit we need to do. So because we don't do that, you can't then turn around and talk about the racist education system and how all the best schools are for whites. Yeah, I would imagine that's it. But black people, Africans will come over here with parents who work at gas stations and shit, and their child will go to Yale. You know what I'm saying? They children would get awarded full ride scholarships to any school they want to go to. You know what I'm saying? So I can't, I'm not finna be up here. Can I get some lights, guys? I'm not finna be up here like blowing smoke up black folks' ass with this country's Hotep shit. I'm not finna do it. That's why that's what I think the damage of it. You see what I'm saying? Black people want all of these results without all the dedication of work, man. Your ass gonna have to work. Ain't nobody finna give you shit, okay? Gut catch in the morning service. You can learn from your phone. I YouTube things I have to fix in my properties. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Black people, you without excuse. Not this is the information age. I don't want to hear that shit about no books. What is it? Let's say you got a better school. Okay, they got better equipment. They got better what? What they got? What they got at a school that your child don't got? Well, they got better books. Okay. I mean, it's just information. So you can get your hands on the same shit they got in them books. What else they got? Well, they got the better overhead projectors. They got this, they got that. In fact, I think it was in St. Louis. They dropped some $30-40 million in this school. They got an Olympic-sized swimming pool. They got all this shit into this black community because black people was bitching and going off and shit like that. And them kids was still failing. Still failing. You can't fix culture. You got to fix that shit yourself. You can't. Money ain't going to fix culture, guys. Money does not fix culture. What do you value? What do you value as a person? Do you value people, information, or do you value, material shit? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Parenting, guys. If you're a single mom, you don't get off the hook. Just because you're a single mom, you do not get off the hook. Because I guarantee you, your ass, a lot of these single moms got $200 hairstyles. Miss me with that bullshit. Kumon is cheap as hell. You get that shit for like $75. You don't even need Kumon. Khan Academy. They got a bunch of videos on YouTube for free. You can watch math videos, all that shit. All I would do is sit there with him and make my child watch that shit. You gonna sit your ass right here in front of me. And I'm not talking about when they got a bad grade. They could be an all-A student. But if you watch your child, how many times a week do they grab it? If they grab their books 3 nights out the week, and the other nights they on the phone, then that tells you what time it is. That tells you that your child is getting outworked. If they grab a book 3 times throughout the week and sit down and study, get a timer. Don't say shit to them. Just get a timer. I just told you. Now, you can look this shit up. Corey, one of my subscribers yesterday, looked this up while I was streaming. The average African-American spends 30 minutes a night on their homework, right? The average Asian spends 2.5. I think Africans, immigrants, spend 3 hours a night, right? So add that shit up, right? Look at your child. Next time they at home and they grab their book, watch how often they do their homework. Watch what they do. I'm gonna tell you some funny shit about African immigrants. They'll come to this country and be ahead of the fucking teacher in school. I went to Tuskegee, man. I had an African, Fade, good dude, good brother, right? From Nigeria. He was actually cool. He wasn't one of them uppity Africans. He went to HBCU, right? Fade would sit there and be able to tell the teacher what's in the book off the top of his fucking head. Fabe, literally, homecoming, everything. Fabe ass is in that book till 8:30. He would get in there at 5 and sit his ass in there at 8:30. I shit you not. Fabe would party. I think, did he pledge? I don't know if he pledged. But Fabe would go to parties. He would do all the shit everybody else did. He had fun. But Fabe ass was diligent to put 3 hours in a day. Even when he was ahead, Fabe never got a B. He failed a test and threw his damn phone down and broke that bitch. He had a cell phone, threw that and broke that motherfucker. Fabe was a perfectionist. Fabe got hired by Hewlett Packard and was making 120 way back in 2002. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Fabe has probably run CEO or chief information officer of one of these major tech firms somewhere. You see what I'm saying? Fabe wasn't nothing to play with. What's y'all story? What do black people do? Bullshit. See what I'm saying? And then you got motherfuckers out here like T.I. and Jay Morrison pointing the finger at racism, white supremacy, when it should be in certain instances. I'm not saying we're not warranted reparations for all the fuckery they did to us, sundown towns, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But don't let these guys make an ass out of you, man. It's sometimes there are times for talk, and then there are times for action. And the fact that this guy Jay Morrison, I'm gonna bring it on back home. Jay Morrison came back and said that shit he said. I'm sorry. That shows you right there we in trouble, guys. That's it. Black excellence. Come on, say it, Dante. That's it. Athletics. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I'm a witness to that shit, dog. Let me tell you something. It ain't no shock I played college basketball. I told y'all in the 8th grade I rode the bench. 7th grade, rode the bench. 9th grade, rode the bench. 10th grade, rode the bench. Now taking every one of these grades, I'm in the gym 3 hours a day, getting better and better and better. What's up, Lord? You know what I'm saying? And what happens is by the time I get to the 12th grade, I was good, but I still rode the bench. You're like, damn, why? Because this shit was competitive than a motherfucker. You know how competitive it is at a black school with like 1,000 students to make that basketball team. Think about that shit for a second, guys. You're at a high school with 1,000 students. How hard is it gonna be to make that fucking basketball team and be just one of the best 12 guys in that fucking team in that school? Yeah, I remember we had dudes that got cut that damn near made it to the NBA. Terry Mays played for Murray State. He gave Jeff Capel ass 35 points, bust his ass in the NCAA tournament. Our coach cut him. We had another dude that played for Georgia. This is the type of shit, and these are dudes. This is how good that fucking team was. Now, it wasn't that they didn't make the team because they couldn't play. We had a stupid ass coach too, but that's another story, another video. You see what I'm saying? That's it. A lot of these black schools got super talent, bro. You're not finna come to no damn Carver Montgomery and make no damn team Lanier and shit like that. And when I was there, we had Lamp. All that shit was rolled into one. So you had a lot of people trying to make these basketball teams, man. That shit was competitive. So yeah, I rolled myself. I kept working on my game, moved to Atlanta after high school, got around Hot Sauce and all of them. We used to play every day. I used to play with Hot Sauce every day. Me, him, Spider. Who else I used to play with? Dude named Wayne. Y'all don't know him. Dude named Adrian. All these dudes dudes that were ridiculous. Mad Game. You know what I'm saying? All them guys. And what you know I'm saying? I wound up going to college and playing ball. And then I actually got good enough to make it overseas, but I had to work. I probably wasn't supposed to be able to play ball. I ain't had a natural talent. I worked myself into it. I made myself an athlete. I made myself a baller. Ball handling drills and shit. I was doing drills, all types of shit. Because I wanted it. Now, why the fuck wouldn't I do that? You guys, do you understand I probably would have fucked around and got into Harvard? If I had went from 4:30 to 9 o'clock at night, busting my ass studying, do you guys understand I probably made a 30-something on the ACT? I probably would have had a 4.0. I ain't no problem. I would have had a 4.0. I know I would have. I would have aced all that shit I had. I half-assed it and got C's and D's. So I know if I'd have bust my ass, I would have probably got all A's. I know I would have. So that tell me right there what time it was. See what I'm saying? And I'm talking about I'm half-assed in trigonometry and calculus. and pass. You see what I'm saying? Getting C's and shit. If I'd have bust my ass, man, I probably could have made it to the big times academically. I could have been a doctor right fucking now. And I could have been a plastic surgeon right now. Making millions. Because I'd have been right here in Atlanta. Competing with Dr. Curves. Doing fake asses and shit. Making $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 for a damn 3-hour procedure. See what I'm saying? This is what the fuck can happen. But do we believe in academic excellence? No. Y'all have a good one. Let me get my ass in here. See y'all.